Welcome back to Daytime, everyone. According to P.T. Barnum, there's a sucker born every minute. We've heard that. Have you ever been a sucker for a scam? Well, we probably have all fallen prey to a con of some sort at some time. Our next guest is an expert at exposing con games of all sorts. He is, in fact, he's labeled himself the anti-scam doctor. Please welcome back to the show author Mark Cravens. Thanks, Mark, for being here.
Thank you, Dave.
And you have a book, The 10 Commandments of Investing. But we're talking about scams here, and you yourself once got ripped off for nearly $400,000 in a really elaborate scam.
Absolutely.
So you're out there to get these guys.
I am. We're gonna fight them.
All right. Well, who are these guys? We hear a lot, especially in today's world with the economic stuff that's going on out there. We hear about credit counseling and credit repair. Is this a scam?
Absolutely. There's a lot of scams. There's ways to do it right, but you need to be careful on what they're trying to pull from you. And they're saying, hey, look, I can wipe out that bankruptcy. I can wipe out that foreclosure. I can wipe out this. And if it's not within 6 years and you don't have a legit reason, forget it.
Really? Okay. Now, we're also hearing a lot about counseling for foreclosures and folks who will renegotiate things on your behalf. And what about this?
Absolutely. Foreclosures with them on the rise, 87%. Be careful. Do not turn over your deed to these people. Do not do that. They're going to ask you for that. If you decide you're going to do that, you better check into the history of the representative that you're talking to and to the company. And do not, above all, pay an upfront fee. That's what Governor Charlie Crist is fighting. That's why he wrote in that legislation in October. Do not be doing that.
Okay, and a lot of people are looking these days to supplement their income. There are lots of things you see in the flyers that come in the mail and what have you when it says employment. Work at home, stuff envelopes, be a secret shopper. Any of these things legit?
Very, very few at all. Watch out on the secret shopper thing. Understand, nobody's going to pay you $200 an hour to go be a shopper.
Gee, really?
Yeah, really.
Why not?
It's just like, they don't do that. And yet they'll send you a check and say, cash it, get money, go over there and use this wiring service and go ahead and send out the money and fill out a survey. You'll get $200. What happens is you get back home and you find out the check bounced. Now you've lost $3,600. You never did make $200. And that just happened 3 days ago.
Really?
This happens every day. Be careful of that.
And it's so tempting when you see these things, and everybody can use an extra buck these days, and you think, wow, I could do this at home. I can do it after I go to my regular job, or I don't get enough hours at work, so I'll supplement by stuffing envelopes. I've always wondered about that. What do you stuff envelopes with? What are these people trying to...
Usually it's to bring in other people into that scam. And so we're sending out business opportunity scams. But you need to think about how fast can they do that with a machine going and they're done. Why should they pay you hundreds of dollars to sit at home and do it and they can't track whether you do it or not? Wow.
Okay. And then there are what you call online dating sharks. These are sweetheart scams that you like to say.
Sweetheart scams is what the FBI calls them.
Okay.
We need to be really careful about this. When you're doing online dating, you don't know who that person is on the other side of the monitor. And so what happens is they start contacting you and say, oh, please send me, call me. And they say, the number over here is a 1-900 number. That ought to like red flag time because they're going to charge you hundreds of dollars a minute and you better be careful because they're going to take your money.
Wow.
Another thing that you need to watch out is do not be sending them money that they say, I can't get there, please send me money or take care of my hospital bills, or the worst thing that's going on that nobody's talking about out there, do not reveal yourself in an intimate way over the internet with your webcam to someone. They say, my webcam's down. And they're saying, oh, I just love you so much, blah, blah, blah. On the other side of that monitor, usually it's over in Nigeria. They have 6 to 8 people watching the monitor.
Wow.
And the worst part is they're videoing it. They record that. And then what they do is when you decide this is a scam and this is not a real relationship and I'm out of here, you're not out of there. You know what the word is? Blackmail. They will now say, I'm going to show this unless you go to colleagues and friends and family. You start sending us money or we're sending the video.
Real quickly, church scams.
Oh my, it's affinity scams. That's the big thing. Bernard Madoff was doing that with the Jewish synagogues and so forth. You have a relationship, we're on the same page, but what they're doing is they're taking and violating that trust and bringing in an opportunity to you and wiping you out.
Fascinating stuff. Mark Cravens, once again, thanks for revealing some scams and keeping us all a little bit better informed. Okay, you can go to daytimeonline.tv to get some more information on what Mark was just talking about.